Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my weight loss journey. I have to give some full disclosures before I jump into things. I'm not an expert. I am just a farmer's daughter from Oregon. I am not an expert at weight loss or fitness or health or anything like that. I am just giving you my story from my point of view and just my journey really of being overweight. I mean, I don't think technically overweight, but being heavier than I wanted to be for quite some time. And I just kind of figured out something recently that's just really been clicking, and I finally reached my goal weight. I am by no means perfect or have arrived to where I want to be. I definitely still have a ways to go, but I'm so proud of myself for really being disciplined, because there's no really easy way to lose weight. There's just discipline, and I think like in everything in life, it's about being consistent, if I can say that. So it's about being consistent and just dedicated to what you're doing. So, and I think that is different for everybody. Like everybody has different bodies and different metabolisms and different genes, genetics. So it's gonna be different for everybody, but you just kind of have to figure out what works for you. And so I'm excited to share with you what has worked for me. And I love just what I've shown just on Instagram, like on Instagram stories and stuff. Just I show recipes and like what I'm eating, and I'm such a lazy cook. So I think that a lot of people can relate, just because either they don't like to cook like me, like I would just rather eat out, or they just don't have time. Like all of us, there's something maybe that we would rather be doing than cooking. But through all of this, I think that I've learned just to enjoy cooking more and to keep it exciting and keep it kind of spicy. So I think I'm going to try out a new recipe tonight, actually. Like substitute everything for like noodles and pasta and rice. So I'll do like cauliflower rice or like zucchini noodles, but tonight I'm gonna try, or our favorite is winter squash or spaghetti squash. Sorry, got a million things I want to talk about, so I'm trying to keep focused. Our favorite thing to substitute noodles is spaghetti squash. It's the kids' favorite. I'm gonna try out like spiralized carrots, which I think would be really good. So I'm excited to try those and try something different and just keep it, keep trying new things, but still easy. Like not try to, I don't know, like do something crazy from scratch that I have to like actually do a ton of work. It's nice because the carrots from Trader Joe's are already pre-spiralized, so it makes it way easy. You just cook them. So anyways, so I guess I'll just kind of go through what I've gone through and from the beginning, just to give you background on my history of eating and weight loss and whatnot. Like I love what Jessie James Decker once said, that she's like, there's like a big girl in her always trying to come out, or like that is me. Like I could probably eat like half of a pizza and be so happy. I probably feel kind of gross afterwards, but I mean, I could just keep eating, and I love food so much. So back in high school, I think I was getting just a little bit, I remember sitting in the bathtub and like looking down, and it was like I had like a pooch on my tummy, and I just remember feeling like I'm just icky and overweight. I don't want to be having like this extra fat on me, it just it's not healthy looking. So I wasn't overweight or horrible in any way, but I did want to work on myself. And I kind of tried, and I think I did, and I did cross country and different things that were athletic. And so I got like really in shape. But then I kind of went through some family stuff with us adopting my cousins, and so I was no longer the baby. You would think like at a certain age that wouldn't affect you, but so I felt really out of, like I didn't have control of things, so I controlled my weight, and for whatever reason tipped that off. That I thought that was one thing that I could control. So I lost a ton of weight, and I basically had an eating disorder, and I would like only eat popcorn at school for lunch, and like I kind of had these weird things, and I would substitute like meals for coffee. It wasn't a healthy thing. I got down to like just over 100 pounds, and was super, super skinny and just not healthy. So that is a little back history. I finally did start eating more, and I got healthier and I worked out, and I was in really good shape. And then I met Richard and we got married, and I think I just, like, when you're in love and you're just more comfortable, I think we both gave each other bad eating habits. And just, you know, if you don't have that someone to like, that's like eating healthy too, or if you're both just like encouraging each other, or just like, let's go out to eat, or, you know, let's have burger and fries or chimichangas at our local taco place, or, you know what I mean? Like, I think just got really just comfortable and just whatever, we're married now. So I did get a little bit overweight, and then had my first baby, and I definitely gained way too much weight with Evelette. I was probably, I think, the heaviest with her, like 183 pounds when I, at my heaviest with her being pregnant. And then just kind of back and forth with each kid, you know, gaining weight and losing weight. And I think I've always kind of just been at like 150, maybe 145, and then like 155. So that's what I was before I was pregnant with Holt, was 150 to 155. And back then, like before I actually got pregnant, for like a year or two, I would just like work out like crazy, be like dripping sweat, and I could not lose a pound to save my life. It was so frustrating, and I didn't know what I was doing wrong. And I still am like really against diets. Like, I have people in my life that diet, like they will get on every single diet in the book, you know, like the newest, greatest diet. They'll try it, they'll like lose weight and then they gain it back, or it's just like yo-yoing, you know? And so that was really just like, I think, put a bad taste in my mouth for diets. And I think that they're just, I don't know, there's always gonna be a new diet and a new fad. So I always didn't want to do that. So I never did. So I was just like, well, just eat in moderation, you know, and like eat like a half a sandwich, or like have 1 or 2 pieces of pizza with salad, you know, so that's a little bit better. And I would have like regular, like I would get like non-fat milk in my lattes, but still get like a pump of vanilla or 2 pumps of vanilla. So I was like still getting that sugar. And then after Holty, something just clicked with a couple different things that lined up that really just put me on the right path. I think one of the things that helped me was this summer, my uncle and my mom were talking about this lady that's really wealthy, and she's just a little bit overweight that they know. And he said, well, I think one of the things that's hard is that they're always going to functions and they're always going out to eat. And I remember thinking, that's true. We eat out probably 2 to 3 times a week, and we'll go to like Red Robin and I'll get like a wrap or something and then have French fries, or we'll go to like Noodles and Company and I'll get like a Mediterranean salad with like noodles in it, but it has like a lot of cheese and dressing. Or we'll go to like we would go, we don't go anymore. We go like, now we go like once a week or something out to eat, maybe twice. But I make different choices and we go to different places. So, but I was thinking that like, if you eat at home, you eat healthier. So it's kind of like, bing, light bulb, okay. That makes sense actually. So I was like, maybe I need to start cooking more at home. So, and another plus is that you save money. It's kind of a win-win. That was one thing that really like stuck in my mind. And then I read another fashion blogger's post about what she ate in a day, or what she eats in a day. And I read it and I loved that it wasn't dairy-free, it wasn't gluten-free, it wasn't sugar-free, it wasn't like something that you had to cut something totally out, but it was just like healthy, like making different choices. I will link that exact post down below too, so you guys can look at it too, because that really put some things in perspective for me, just on choices of what she was making. And I think the biggest thing for me is having sugar. That was like the kind of the third light bulb in the trifecta of getting me on the right path of what I needed to be doing and what I needed to be eating. So sugar is the top thing for me that I will look for when I am buying something to eat. So whether it be milk, you think that when you buy non-fat milk that you are getting like milk that's not going to make you fat or that's going to be better for you than whole milk. When in reality, getting whole milk, actually even getting half and half, is better for you. I mean, not every body is the same, so this is just for me, is better for you than getting non-fat milk. I will actually drink almond milk, and I will get the unsweetened kind because it has so much less sugar. The thing that is bad in non-fat milk is the sugar. I was always like opposed to being non-dairy or being like gluten and like all these like fads, and I don't judge anyone who is like that. That's just me. I'm a farmer's daughter, and I grew up with dairy people and farmers, and we grow the wheat and we milk the cows, and that is all good. But for me, this is what I have figured out. So it's just about the sugar. So that is why I will put almond milk in my oatmeal. I will put almond milk in my lattes. I will not do sugar in my coffees. I will do like cinnamon powder. I will actually do raw cocoa powder, and that will kind of give flavor to it. And then I do cinnamon. So I do some things that are actually flavorful, because that is the biggest thing, is that we all want flavor. So I will put a ton of spices in my food, and I'll put like different things in my coffee, like pumpkin pie spice or different things like that are actually good for you and that don't give you sugar and the stuff that is bad for you in it. So like raw cocoa powder is actually really good for you and gives you antioxidants. That is just something that I've kind of learned through that. And making different choices with like pastas or like starches like potatoes. Like I won't have regular potatoes. I will do like sweet potatoes. Or if I do regular potatoes, like I get like these little mini ones from Costco that I put in the crock pot, I will only have like 1 or 2 of them, and then have more of the meat and more of the vegetables. So basically what my diet is just a ton of vegetables. Like one of the things that the fashion blogger shared was that she'll do like broccoli bowls for lunch and just put different toppings on them to kind of mix them up. And again, I'll link that down below, that article or that blog post. So that's what I kind of did. And so I started doing what she was doing, where I would cook up a bunch of broccoli or cook up a bunch of sweet potatoes, because sweet potatoes are better for you. And I would have that stuff ready in the fridge, ready and cooked up. And then I would do like a crock pot of chicken for the week and have that kind of ready in the fridge. Now I've almost gotten a little bit lazy though, like I'll just do like salads a lot of times, or I'll just eat leftovers for lunch from like healthier meals that I've done for leftovers, just because they're nice and easy. Or I'll do like a salad with like canned chicken that I get from Costco. So sometimes it's like, it's good to be prepared, and I will be motivated to have more stuff ready in the fridge. But sometimes it's just about having a couple ingredients that you can just toss together, like a little baby kale, a little shredded carrots, a little sliced up cucumbers that I have pre-done. So some things like that, it's like a lot less work. So I've always been a little intimidated by like, you have to do all this meal prep and all this extra work and all this research and all this measuring and stuff like that. But really, for me, it's just been about being like kind of having those light bulb moments, and then also just like being aware of like portions and not stuffing myself, and just kind of remembering like you can say no. Like in the holidays, during the holiday season, you can say no. Like you don't have to have pumpkin pie. Something that keeps me sane is every Friday night I have Halo Top, which is delicious, and I have so many good flavors. My favorite flavors are peanut butter cup, that's my all-time favorite. I also like the candy bar one. The pumpkin pie one is amazing. It's like you're having real pumpkin pie. So on Thanksgiving, I actually brought a thing of Halo Top with me, a pumpkin pie Halo Top. I bought it for the first time, and I was like, this is gonna be my treat. This is what, I'm just gonna eat this instead of having pumpkin pie or other desserts. And the thing is, I didn't even eat it when I was there. I actually brought it back home and I ate it that night. It was like Thursday, obviously. So Richard's like, have this tonight and have your one on Friday night. Like, don't like hold back yourself, because that is something that you look forward to on Friday night, so you can have it on both nights. So that's something that like totally kept me sane. It was like, oh, I can give myself something else that is like crazy good, delicious. Like I can have a whole pint of this rather than having a tiny little piece of pumpkin pie. Also, I told Richard Like now, it's like I don't even want to have pizza, because if I do have pizza, I probably should only have a slice of it. And if I only had a slice of it, it would probably be really unsatisfying and I would still be crazy hungry. It's like now I can have like a big salad that has like so many veggies and yumminess and chicken and flavor on it that actually makes me more excited. Like I can have that, and then I can also later on have like my popcorn at nighttime. Also like keeping things sane, like having that popcorn at night and having those things to look forward to. I will have like Ezekiel bread. I do have a blog post of what I eat in a day that I will link to, just so you can kind of see what I eat and some of my favorite recipes. But I will have Ezekiel bread, like with a couple eggs on top and guacamole and tomatoes, and I still really believe in having all those healthy fats. I think people like shy away from like guacamole or avocados or bananas, when in reality those things are so good for your body. Like having butter is so good for you. It's healthy, it's good for your brain, and those things can actually help you lose weight. So that is something to really keep in mind, is to not just like think that you only have to have like lean vegetables, which those are really important, but also having like those good fats in there is so good for you. That is something else. And then also some other tips, like instead of sour cream, now we only have whole Greek yogurt in our fridge, and the kids can't even, like, they don't even know the difference. They just think I'm putting sour cream on their food. That is another thing actually, is that the kids, I think, were getting a tiny bit heavier over the summer, and we could definitely notice in like pictures of them playing in the water and stuff, like they've had like tummies, and they were definitely getting a little bit heavier, and now they look so skinny and so healthy. So it's so fun to see just being healthy as like a whole family, and just getting like setting different habits, just lifestyle change. It's just so amazing to watch, and just like as a family growing together. I think it's really cool. What are some other things? Oh, I am gonna answer a couple questions that I got on Instagram. I told everyone on my stories that I was going to be filming this, so I asked if they had any questions, so I'm gonna answer a couple of these. What are your go-to snacks, and do you take any vitamins or any diet supplements? My go-to snacks, I have an RX bar every single day, and I will have it when I am in the carpool lane waiting for the kids. I get my coffee ready, and I get my bar ready, and I give Stella her little fruit snacks, and that's exactly what we do every single day. Is that routine is so important, because it keeps me, nope, I need to wait until this certain time, and then it will tide me over till dinner. So I have it like around 3 when I'm waiting in the carpool lane, is I'll have an RX bar. And I like to buy those online from rxbar.com. I think that's their website address. Don't quote me on that. But I really do like those, and I like getting the different flavors and kind of mixing that up a little bit. But it's so nice to have that nice and ready, and I know that I'm gonna have that, and it really does tide me over. Also, other good snacks that I really do like. We have protein balls at all times in the fridge, and I do have those linked on my blog post that I did about what I eat in a day. I have those protein balls in the freezer, and then it's like a huge pile of them in like little sandwich bags, and I bring out a sandwich bag every time we run out in the fridge, and I put it into the fridge so they're defrosted and ready for anyone to eat. And the kids will have those after school. I will have those sometimes in the morning with my coffee, like before I have breakfast, because I wake up earlier than everybody. So it's kind of like my little treat, because they have like chocolate chips in them, so that really just makes it feel like yummy, yummy, yummy treat. Like apple slices and almond butter. Those are really good and healthy. What other ones? Banana, I'll have a banana. I don't do, like some people say they do like the mango, dried slices of mango, but those I think have sugar in them, or a lot of sugar. So I try to stick to things that are just low sugar. And it's so funny how your tastes change. Like I think I would be totally grossed out if I had something super sugary now. It's just what my body is used to now. And I just feel so much healthier and so much better. I feel like I used to feel tired all the time, and now I hardly ever feel that way. I feel like I'll get tired for like sleep, but I don't feel like tired like I would, like I don't want to do anything, because I'm just like a slob. So I think I think my diet change really has helped with that. And do I take any vitamins or any diet supplements? I don't take any diet supplements. I am nursing right now, so the only thing that I'm taking is prenatal vitamins. I do not take those on a regular basis because I forget, which this is a good reminder that I need to take those because that's really important. How many times a day do you exercise? I do not exercise at all. That is probably like one of the things that I'm most like shocked by, is that I don't exercise. And I keep telling like my mom and different people, they're like kind of asking what I'm doing. I was like, it's crazy. Like I don't exercise at all and I love it. This sounds really bad, but it is nice because I have extra time. I get my laundry done. I get, like blog posts done, YouTubing done. Like I feel like I'm way more efficient right now. That is not my end goal though. I really do want to incorporate some sort of workout, and I don't even know if I necessarily want it to be like hard workouts where I'm getting sweaty, where I have to like completely shower and get ready afterwards, because that really was a big drain before, was going through that and just having that be part of my day that was just like so draining. I would just be totally drained afterwards, after those sweaty beach body and crazy workouts. So I'm so glad that I'm done with those, but I do want to be incorporating something maybe that is strength training or walking, or something that I can do like just in like 10 minutes that it'd be efficient. So if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know, because I am all up for that. This one is the same. Do you exercise or just eat right? Yeah, no, I don't exercise. I feel so silly. Like that probably sounds like the dumbest thing, is that like I've lost all this weight and I haven't exercised at all. I do remember reading that, like this girl way back when, I remember her saying this, that it's about like 70%, like being healthy and fit and thin is 70% in the kitchen and the rest is in the gym. And I remember that always stuck with me, because it was like, yeah, that's true. It's mostly about what you eat, what mostly you're putting in your body, because you could be working out a ton and eating garbage and it's gonna be like hidden underneath all this fat. Did you lose all the baby weight from breastfeeding the baby? I think that definitely helped, and especially in the beginning, that I was just eating regular and I was just losing weight because of breastfeeding, and just, like your body just kind of gets rid of it. And I kind of did have that fear that this was like amplified because I was breastfeeding. But with my other 3 children, I lost like the weight, but I didn't like lose extra weight because of it. Like I didn't get extra skinny. Like I kind of stayed at that 150, and then I didn't go any less than that. So this has definitely been totally different, and I've been so disciplined, and such a drastic change from the way I used to eat. So I think that, yeah, I think that it helped, but I think that pretty much is because of my diet. Can you also talk about how you maintain your weight after the weight loss? Okay, so that's a good question too. I think like I would have like different things that I would do once I lost, sorry, my back is starting to hurt here. That I would do different things when I got to like my weight loss, that I would like celebrate and do, like go have pizza or do something fun, or like eat something that I haven't been eating. But I'm almost just like, it's not even worth it, if you understand. If I had told myself this back in the day, like whatever, 6 months ago, I would have been like, girl, you're crazy. I would be living it up. I would be, eating some shrimp tempura and some pizza, shrimp tempura on some pizza with some, I don't know, something really fatty with it. But I just worked so hard that it's not even worth it to me, and I feel so good. And I keep myself sane by having like those little treats. So I haven't really even changed the way that I've eaten since I've gotten to my weight loss. I think maybe I'll have like an extra protein ball or something if I'm extra hungry and I'm not trying to be so disciplined, or maybe I'll just have like a little bit bigger portions of something. But it's just, I'm so in love with this lifestyle that I'm still just eating kind of the same way that I was to lose the weight. So I'll just eat like a little bit extra sometimes. I think that my friend did say to me, she's like, you say that you don't work out, but you carry Holt around, and that in itself is a big workout. So that is something to keep in mind too, is if you're carrying around a big hunky chunky roly-poly baby, that you're getting a little bit of a workout too. So that is something to keep in mind. Something that I will have at nighttime that I've been having lately, that I think, because I'll get on the scale like every few times a week to kind of check in with myself, because I think that that is like a good baseline, you know, like keep yourself like accountable. I'll have like these little pickles from Trader Joe's, or I'll have kimchi like alongside with my popcorn, because sometimes I just like want to sink my teeth into something. So I've been having those, and I think the only thing with those is that they have like so much sodium in them. So I would be like a pound heavier when I would eat that, and I'd be like, what in the world? So I would have like several days in a row, and my weight would just be kind of like a pound or two heavier than what my goal weight is. And then I would like, the night before last, I didn't have it, and then I weighed myself, and I was like back to what I was. So it's kind of funny. Those are things that like kind of keep me sane, but it's like, it's just good to think about things too. Like, okay, if I don't want to be like a little bit bloated tomorrow, I probably shouldn't be having my kimchi and my pickles. That is going to sound crazy. I probably sound like I'm pregnant having like these weird things to eat at night, but they're so good. And like I told Richard, because he laughs about me, like, can you get me some pickles? But like now I love things that have so much flavor to them. Like, I don't know, it's like addictive. I said even the smell of kimchi is just like so good. Is that so weird? Like the kids' treats or cookies, sometimes like I'll smell like their food, and like I live vicariously through them a little bit. Like, yeah, I remember what that tasted like, but I'm not even like really tempted to eat it. Like every once in a while, I find myself like I'm gonna pop something to my mouth, and then I'm like, whoa, hold off. Like that is, like, think about that. So sometimes you just have to like really think about what you're doing, because I think sometimes we just like eat and don't think about it. Now, every time I film, I have not cute hair, so please forgive me, but I am proud of myself that I'm filming. Hallelujah! Woo! I hope this is really helpful to you guys. I'm trying to like think of what else, anything else. Oh, lots of water. I go through phases of drinking and not drinking water, but I really notice the difference in my skin and in just like my overall well-being when I drink lots of water, and I know that that helps lose weight too. Something that I will do too is I have different drinks. Like I'll have kombucha, or I'll have green tea, matcha, the cans from Trader Joe's. I'll have that if especially like after lunch, and I'm still feeling like I want something like to kind of close out my desire to eat, like a little something like afterwards. I'll have a kombucha or a green tea, and it's just something about it just fills me up, especially kombucha. I don't know what it is. It satisfies me. So that's something else that it's like a little trick that I kind of do. And then, yeah, just like having oatmeal. Like I do overnight oats for breakfast. I have eggs and the Ezekiel bread. Instead of doing brown sugar on my oatmeal, I'll use the stevia, and that's really yummy, and the kids love it too. I put it on theirs as well. And I put like peanut butter in our oatmeal too, so it's a little extra protein. I have so many crock pot things that I do. That's I think one of the reasons why I've lost so much weight too, is because of the crock pot, and it's made it just so much easier to have dinner at home all the time. And it keeps me sane, because a lot of times when it's dinner time, it's like I don't want to cook because I'm hungry, and it's like I don't have the energy. So having like crock pot meals ready to eat is that's so nice. I love it. And then having like different things from Trader Joe's, like frozen vegetables, or just meats like chicken sausage, or just different things like that is just like ready to eat, pretty much just heat it up. Things like that is just so nice to have on hand. So I hope that I'm giving you guys some good ideas and some good insight. This is just what I've done, and it's really paid off. I'm still just like baffled, and I still like look in the mirror and can't believe like, where did my body go? Like, where did my ghetto booty go? Which, by the way, I need to work out and get a little bit of that back, because right now it's a little bit flat. So just saying. I hope this was really helpful for you guys, and I am so excited to hear when you guys tell me like, oh my goodness, I love your different meals, you have inspired me so much, or oh my goodness, I've lost 4 pounds this week because I've been doing what you've been doing, you've given me so many good ideas. Like, that seriously is so motivating to me, just to keep going and just keep sharing what I've been doing, like my recipes, and just to keep up with that kind of stuff. So I do love having that feedback. That just, it really is encouraging to me. And I'm just so excited. I'm excited for you, I'm excited for me, I'm excited for us. Like, who knew? Who knew that it just had to be just in here and figuring things out to make it work? So yeah, I hope you guys really like this video. Leave me comments down below, show me some love. I'm so excited just to keep on this journey and keep eating healthy and eventually working out. So yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. By the way, I am loving what I'm wearing. I have this new dress and new sweater that I exchanged for something from Christmas for, but they are so soft. This dress is like butter. Like, it feels like I'm wearing pajamas, and it's so cozy and long sleeved. I'll link it down below for you guys, but it's so nice, and I love this vest. I love anything that I can like kind of layer to make myself look different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wears the same stuff but then put something over it. It's like it totally changes the look of something, so it doesn't look like you're wearing the same thing over and over, because that's my flaw right now, is wearing the same thing over and over, because I just have like these favorite pieces. So I'm excited to kind of like mix this in with some of my looks. Yes, but I will link both of these down below for you guys because I'm obsessed. Hopefully they're not already sold out, because half the stuff that I get and I link it, it's sold out. So crossing my fingers that they're still available. But oh, I seriously love them so much. Oh, don't mind me. I'm always cozy. Evelyn's like, everything you buy is super cozy now, Mom. I was like, yeah, this is what gets me through the winter. I have to have like some coziness to keep me sane.